Balloon Beats.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy, joined tonight by the man, Brandon Kramer. Hashtag shut up, Brandon. How we doing, my man?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Can't complain, as usual. Before we do get into the pregame today, shout out to everybody currently in the chat. Let's take attendance roll call. You guys know the drill by now. Shout out to Joseph, Jenny, Stevie. We got Amy, Glenn, KG Baseball, Lori, Borg, CJ, FJ, and Stevie again. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. It is 6:02 p.m. The Yankees play in less than an hour. Coming off an off day yesterday, which was honestly much needed for this team considering how poorly they've been playing. I guess we could start things off today kind of talking about the lineup. So let's pull this up really quick. For the most part, everything looks pretty decent. Not really one of those freaky lineups that they've been using the past couple of games. But Brandon, you know what's important to note? It's Jackie Robinson Day.
I know.
Look at that. Everyone's wearing number 42. Love to see that. But DJ's leading it off. Judge second. Torres third. Stanton four. Urshela, Hicks, Sanchez, Frazier, Odor. Nelson is starting. Bro, that's your boy.
That's my boy. That fucking love Nick Nelson. Here's the thing with Nick Nelson. When Tommy Kahnle went down with his elbow injury, I always said that Nick Nelson had the stuff to be he was a starter in Double-A. So he's got, I think, 3-4 pitches. So he's honestly, the interesting thing is how he's going to be able to perform, how many innings he's also going to go.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I can't see him going more than 2 innings, to be completely honest with you. That's probably going to be their max. But Michael King is going to be coming in after Nick Nelson. So it's going to be interesting to see King because after that great performance we saw out of him last time when he went 6 innings, only gave up 1 hit, no earned runs. Listen, solid performance. I'm excited to see what he's going to do. But another thing to note, our boy Clint Frazier is in left field tonight. Love to see that. I put Clint Frazier as the featured image for the thumbnail for the pregame tonight. Bro, I was a little bit nervous just because you never know whether or not he's going to be in the lineup. I'm happy to see Clinton there. Bro, I think you could agree with me when I say this. They need to let him play through the struggles. He's never going to improve his at-bats by sitting four days a week, right?
Yeah, I mean, but those at-bats, I mean, it got to the point where he looked completely lost. Like it was, I mean, the team looked completely lost, which was extremely frustrating. I just hope that Odor and Gleyber Torres don't fool around again. And because what game was it? Was it the Wednesday game when Torres flipped it to Odor and he's like, you know what? Let me just grab this with my bare hand. Like, I know the ball was over to the side, but like, I still think, like, you know, from Little League, the rule is just get an out. Out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I just hope that maybe like this past week or so, maybe like 2 weeks at this point, how long this team has been struggling. I hope they have had a wake-up call at some point, right? I mean, you would expect that it has to happen eventually. So hopefully going into this Rays series, which is huge, because you have to beat the Rays eventually. hopefully this could be some sort of resurgence for them. They definitely have the potential to do so. I do like seeing Gio batting 5, especially because he's been hitting well lately. To be honest, I like Stanton Judge back to back just because it's a little bit weird. I like it, but they split them up with Torres tonight. This is a lineup that could easily score 10 runs. I'm sorry, but it's also another. It's at the same time, it's a lineup that could get 10 strikeouts at the same time. So I have no idea, bro. I really don't know what to expect.
I mean, I'm just happy they moved Hicks down. And honestly, I was thinking of this. This is kind of like a unconventional idea. But if Hicks is struggling so much from the left side, and I know you want him to kind of hit through the struggles, if he is so bad lefty right now, have him just bat righty. I mean, it's a drastic difference. Like, he's really hitting the ball hard from the right side. And if it's that bad, literally when he's batting lefty, it's roll over to second, roll over or strikeout. Like, when Hicks was good from the left side of the plate, he was using the entire field. They used to not shift on him, and then something happened last year where they're giving him the Mark Teixeira, Brian McCann shift because all he would do was hit it just over the second baseman's head. But now you can do that. So if it is so much of a drastic difference, like, I wish we could find out what is average exit velo from the left side versus the right side. But maybe be like, you know what? Let me just have him bat righty. He can choose.
You know, it's interesting because yesterday for the off-day stream, me and Jalen talked about this for the majority of the stream, kind of Hicks's drastic splits batting from each side of the plate. And we went back a few seasons, actually. If you go back to 2018, his splits were much drastic in the other direction, right? He was much better as a left-handed hitter in 2018 than he was a right-handed hitter. But since then, he struggled severely as a left-handed hitter. Now, it's difficult if he does become like solely a right-handed guy, just because that takes a lot out of his versatility. I mean, a lot of the reason the Yankees love him is because he could bat from both sides of the plate. And it's not like they've never seen him produce from the left-handed side. While it was 3 years ago, like it wasn't that deep in the past. So I think the Yankees are still banking on him kind of putting things together. I think also what we have to remember is, like, switch hitters, it takes them a while to get acclimated in the beginning of the season because they're basically working on two different swings, right? I mean, why else do we think Mark Teixeira had a slow start to just about every season? Because you're working on two swings at the same time. And I think give Hicks until like June, July, and then maybe reevaluate the situation.
I wouldn't even wait that long.
You think that he's going to change his entire repertoire just based on a month or so?
If he is not hitting well, or at least showing improvement from the left side by mid-May, then you have to start sounding the alarms. Like mid to late May.
I don't know. I think it'll take a lot for him to abandon that left-handed swing. It'll really take a lot. But let's address some of these comments in the chat. CJ says, "What is up, guys? Predictions for today's game." I'm usually very optimistic, but for some reason tonight, I have no confidence in this team. Even though we are going up against Michael Wacha, who's not that good of a pitcher.
The Rays also just lost 3 out of 4 against Texas.
Exactly. I'm still not feeling too confident at all. Just because it's the Rays, and the Rays like own us mentally, on the field, in every aspect of life.
It's going to be different because it's at home. And
but that's what we thought last year. And then they came to the Bronx, and I'm pretty sure
we have fans now.
I guess, yeah.
The Yankees don't do well when they don't have fans to pump them up. I'm just going to go out on a limb and I say I think we're going to get 3 home runs today by 3 different Yankees.
Do you know who?
Gary's going to hit one of them.
What about the other 2?
Frazier. And you know what? Hicks is going to hit one from the left side.
I like it, Brandon. I like the positivity. You know what I do want to bring up, actually? Do you remember who on the Yankees who predicted to have an all-star season this year?
Gary Sanchez.
Another guy. Left-handed hitter. Yeah. Brandon, we cannot avoid this fact.
That was
start the season.
One of my worst takes.
My man Brandon Kramer here goes, Jay Bruce is going to have a resurgent year. He's going to be an AL All-Star.
I mean, it wasn't bad seeing how well he played in spring training.
No, it was a bad take. It was a bad take at the time. Now it just looks even more ridiculous. But that's okay.
Hey, my Gary Sanchez take, I got flamed for that one.
You did. No, you did. It's fine. Yeah, it's cool.
I got one right.
Hashtag shut up Brandon shirt hype. Chat. If you guys want to head over to unhingedclothing.shop and click on the Unhinged Yankees tab there,
Best
you
shirt
will
out there.
see a hashtag Shut Up Brandon t-shirt for the cheap price of $10, bro. Like, where else are you gonna get a quality $10 t-shirt like that? Let me pull it up on the stream really quickly in case anybody wants to check it out. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Bro, tell me not that's a quality shirt.
That's a quality shirt.
It's a hashtag Brandon Shut Up t-shirt. Also on the Unhinged Yankee section, we have an Unhinged KC t-shirt for $10. Bro, I'm just saying. If you want to add some nice stuff to your wardrobe, only $10. Go head over there now. But yeah, let's check out some of these other comments. Chibuzi says, "What up, Pat and Brandon? Looks like Clint's in. Let's hope he hits 2 nukes and put Guardy in his place, the bench. My biggest fear is that Clint goes 0 for 3 tonight, and we see Brett Gardner start tomorrow because Glasnow's pitching, right?
Yeah, no, but no. Clint hit the home run off of Snell.
Yeah. Stanton's the only one that hit it off of Glasnow. He hit 2 off Glasnow.
He didn't just hit it. I don't think that ball's landed yet. The second one.
The second was a bomb.
It has not landed yet.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of distance, can we talk about how Judge's second home run did not go 402 feet? I'm sorry.
No. That ball was at least like 440 maybe.
450 is my guess.
Yeah. Yeah, probably
remember when Gleyber Torres' rookie year hit one like halfway up the bleachers and it just broke StatCast?
No, I don't actually.
That and Judge's one at what will always be Safeco Field.
Bro, and Ruocco had an amazing call on that home run.
I remember who actually was pitching, was former Yankee Nick Rumbelow.
Oh my god. Yo, you just unlocked a memory I completely forgot I had. Kyle Childress Nations says time to start sweeping.
Let's just win one game. I want to just win one game.
Listen, I'll take one game at a time, but like, could you imagine if the Yankees sweep the Rays? That's a season-changing series right there. A sweep changes everything.
They honestly, need, if they're going to win 2 out of 3 this series, they need to win the first 2. They need to beat Glasnow.
Yes. Because I believe Cole's in game 3, right?
He throws, and I'm saying this how he calls it, what he calls a slutter, which is a slider and a cutter mix. It's disgusting. It is like low 90s. It's disgusting.
Yeah. I would have to agree. The Yankees need to win at least one of these next 2 games, right? Because I'm kind of going into Sunday thinking it's a guaranteed win with Cole on the mound. Just because that's how we kind of view games when Cole pitches. But if you could at least take 2 out of 3 from Tampa and just kind of like prove some sort of competitiveness for them and not let them walk all over us in our home park, that would be an ideal situation. Now, I'm not asking for a sweep. Give me at least 2 out of 3 and I'll be happy.
Honestly, if they win 2 out of 3, they need to be I'll be honest. The Yankees somehow have 5 wins. It doesn't, like, in each of those games, it just feels like we're not there yet. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one getting that feeling. It just feels like we can do more, how we're just kind of escaping with these wins. We haven't seen that game where it's just like hit every inning. I do think we will start hitting with runners in scoring position once these guys come around, but I mean, DJ's getting his timing slowly back. People are already saying he's a fluke. He's not. Everyone just needs their timing back.
Bro, if anybody's calling DJ LeMahieu a fluke, like, they need to re-examine their lives. Like, no joke. If you have, like, maybe, like, you're just insecure with yourself, you need to, like, bash DJ. Like, bro, like, you're a loser. You're probably from Dunedin. I'm sorry. But it's the same people that bash, like, Aaron Judge after one bad game, right? It's like the dude could hit 2 home runs one night and then strike out 3 times the next day, and you'll have people calling for his neck. Like, it's just how the fan base works sometimes. Right?
People do that with Gary Sanchez. He'll go 1 for 4 with a home run. They're like, oh, he sucks.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But Brendan, that's a nice hoodie. Is that Stitch from Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah.
I like the tie-dye. I like it.
Thank you.
It looks like one of those, like, lightweight hoodies. It looks like it's like a t-shirt.
It's a hoodie. My girlfriend gave it to me, so.
Look at you, Brandon. Look at you. Yeah. Let's see. The fight they're gonna have this series will be the wake-up call. Bro, I would like to see some sort of fight out of the Yankees. Maybe not physically, but mentally.
Yeah,
I would just like them.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, no,
we know Rob Manfred. He's like a Simpsons reference. Old man yells at clouds. That's Rob Manfred.
I've never seen The Simpsons. Yeah, no. Maybe I'm just an uncultured swine. I don't know. But, bro, like, we talked about this yesterday with Jalen. Here at Unhinged Yankees, we don't endorse violence, right? We don't condone it. But if it happens, if it just happens to occur, we're going to enjoy it. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm just saying. If Odor wants to get a little frisky with his fist, not going to be complaining. Eduardo says, my hate for the Rays burns with more passion than my hate for the Astros. For some reason, I read that as Royals, and I got a little bit offended for like a split second. But I still think my hate for the Astros is astronomical.
I never thought my hate for the Red Sox could be trumped, and that was until the Astros decided, hey, let's just bang on a trash can.
Bro, I agree. But it's also like, maybe I'm in the minority here. I don't hate the Rays.
No, I respect them. They're a team that just they play the game the way it should be played. Now, I've said this a lot. You've heard me talk about it a lot. The reason why I love the World Baseball Classic so much is because the guys, they're just playing for their country, and that's all they care about. They're playing the game they grew up knowing how to play. When it comes to the regular season, they're like, oh, it's a job. Like, we need the Yankees specifically to just play the game and have fun and stop thinking of it as a job.
Yeah.
Like, but Todd once the team got Todd Frazier in 2017, him coming out of the dugout after every big play, like, we need that. Yeah,
I mean, listen, I think the difference is like the Yankees organization kind of sets that culture that this is a business. This is not just all fun and games, right? This is it's weird because it's not that same winning mentality that it used to be. It's more of like, do your job on the field and do what you got to do and go home. But it seems like some other teams just have more fun, and like the Rays are one of those teams, and you could just sense the chemistry in their clubhouse, right? I get they're a little bit corny at times, flexing like their AL championship rings. That's corny. Don't get me wrong.
I never knew those were a thing.
I didn't either.
But according to Twitter, they are.
Yeah, I guess the Rays are the only team that likes to flex them. I have no idea. But like, I respect their clubhouse chemistry. Like, it seems like they all go out there and fight for each other. You know what I mean? Like, listen, we hate Willy Adames, right? But I kind of wish the Yankees had a cheerleader like that. Am I wrong for saying that?
Brian.
Like, bro, that's true, but Brian's not in the dugout with them. Let's see.
Sad.
Chibuzi says, what up, Pat and Brandon? Looks like... we saw this, right?
Mm-hmm.
My bad. You know, I have the memory of a goldfish. Let's see. Do you guys like where Hicks and Clint are in the lineup?
Hicks needed to be demoted.
Yeah, I think Hicks third was a terrible experiment. I liked it at the time, but as time went on, it was clear that he wasn't meant for the 3-hole, right?
I'm going to say something that's going to get me yelled at by you, but I'm going to go for it.
It wouldn't be the first time, so just go for it.
Right now, with the way he was batting, I would have honestly...
Brett Gardner.
I was going to say Brett Gardner should have played over Hicks at that point because Hicks was that bad from the left side. But in the end, I don't want to see that bald man who honestly is missing fastballs down the middle play. But I mean, let's craft like the perfect outfielder with the Yankees. I mean, you would have honestly Topman's fielding. Honestly, if we could get like Hicks's plate discipline and his swing mixed with Topman's speed and fielding.
Yeah.
And like not even a 0.0% of Gardner.
Give me Clint's pop
and Clint's bat speed.
Yeah.
That is our because honestly, I love Mike Topman. The game this year where he really kind of was like, he's our bench guy, when he stole second and then he's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm stealing third.
Bro, the dude's a tank. And I think like what he's proved on the base path so far this season, is kind of the sole reason we don't have Tyler Wade up anymore, right? Because I think the Yankees viewed him in that position. But once they saw Tauchman was better, like it changed the game for them.
Shouldn't have taken this long.
Because he has a much better bat as well.
Shouldn't have taken this long.
Chase Glover says, brain unlocked. Here's some Yankee greats for you, Pat and Brennan. J.R. Murphy, legend. Rob Refsnyder, Shelly Duncan. I love, I remember Shelly Duncan was like my childhood hero. Just because, like, bro, he was a tank.
Bro, he hit nukes.
No, I know. Ramiro Pena, Brendan Bosch, Chris Stewart, Zealous Wheeler, Zoli Almonte, Dean Anna.
Dean Anna pitched for us.
He did, didn't he?
He threw a knuckleball against
Dean
the Rays.
Anna was a middle infielder, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Jesse Dominguez says Odor will hit his first home run as a Yankee tonight. Short porch.
He's going to go 5 for 5, but only have 4 at bats because we're gonna get into a fight and he's gonna punch someone.
I don't think that's the case. I talked about this like sometime last week. I don't really like this narrative that Rougned Odor is like this biggest hothead in the league.
He doesn't like it either. I mean, I will say the funniest thing from that fight with the Blue Jays was when their announcer said Rougned Odor now is 2 for 3.
All right, question about that brawl. Because, I mean, I'm sure we're going to see a ton of highlights from it tonight. It's his first game in pinstripes in Yankee Stadium. So, Yes Network's going to be talking about Rougned Odor heavily.
I mean, because he wasn't on the field with Derek Jeter, so they need to find something else.
Good one. But who was it that held up? Who held up Batista after the punch? Encarnacion?
Adrian Beltre.
Beltre, that's it. If he didn't hold up Batista, do you think he was going to go down?
No. I mean, he got him, but like
he got him good.
He got him, but there are points where you can get hit. This is from watching boxing. There are points where you can get hit where you'll feel it, but it won't like rock you. I mean, it rocked him, but like it won't like make him stumble. I mean, if it was like right here, if it was a little bit higher, yeah.
I mean, we're talking about boxing, right?
Yeah.
Jake Paul, Ben Askren, who are you picking?
The Ben dude, because you saw Jake Paul punch him in like the little press conference.
In the back?
The dude didn't even flinch.
Bro, it's gonna be interesting. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow on the post game if the Yankees suck. Let's see. THG says, I love that Odor fight with Batista. Batista was one of my least favorite players that I ever saw play. Bro, I think at that moment we all became Rougned Odor fans. Bro, because Jose Batista was so annoying in the sense of he was so cocky, but he backed it up against the Yankees every single time. And it was so frustrating.
You remember the hamate bone joke or the hamate bone thing? You want to know where it came from?
Batista broke his hamate bone?
I remember, actually, I vividly remember watching the game. He swung, he hit it like 500 feet just foul, and he had his hand, and he was holding his hand. And that's what happened. That's where it comes from.
Sucks to suck, I guess. Chase Glover says, I'd pay $150 pay-per-view for Chapman versus Cash.
Don't get me wrong, I'd love that, but I would not pay $150 to watch Chapman knock him out in 20 seconds.
Bro, I just find a link on Reddit. Or I just wait for Barstool to post a highlight video.
The FBI is just looking you up now. Hey, Pat, Hennessy, illegal streams.
Yeah, probably right. But no, if Chapman had a boxing match with Kevin Cash, Cash would probably get knocked out in like negative 10 seconds.
Chapman literally trains with Ugas, who's a Cuban. He actually holds a belt. So
are you serious?
Yeah, he trains with Yordanis Ugas.
All right, listen, before we do conclude today's pregame, because chat, I'm doing 643 DP on Derek's channel. So that's going to start at 6:30. So we're going to wrap up the pregame here a little bit early. What were you saying?
You know what shirt I want?
What?
The one that says 6 + 4 + 3 = 2. Now that
that's actually a decent shirt. It's a decent shirt.
I want that shirt.
Do we have any bold predictions for tonight? I know you said 3 guys were going to go yard.
I got one.
You said Clint, Gary, and who was the other one?
Hicks. I actually have a very bold prediction.
Go for it.
It's really bold. Hicks is going to be a triple away from the cycle.
I like it. Big night from Hicks then. My prediction is we get a bomb from Clint, and I think tonight's the night he finally breaks out of his slump.
You can be bolder than that. You can be bolder.
No, it's because, bro, I've been predicting a Clint home run every single night since the season started. It's bound to happen eventually. It has to.
I think you should, like in the fine print will write that you won't have to dump water on your head, but I think just the concept of you dumping water on your head might get some positive vibes. I mean,
yeah, no. That's something we got to reserve for the postseason.
How about this?
I can't get my setup all destroyed already.
If Clint hits 3.
If he hits 3 home runs, I'll dump a gallon of water on my head. Yes. Chat, make a note of that. Clinton Frazier hits 3 home runs tonight. I'll dump a gallon of water on my head. Do we think the Yankees win tonight? Yes or no?
Yes.
I don't think they do.
I think it's going to be their first. I think it's going to be the win where we can sit back and be like, you know what? They might be back.
Listen, if there was any game I'd like to see them do that in, it's tonight against the Rays because that would be huge. But I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Where's Nestor Cortez when you need him? Because I don't know. Yeah, right. But was it like every time we had like an opening game, he would just like it always also against the Rays, he would shove.
Yeah. Listen, Brandon, let's meditate. 5-second meditation for a victory tonight and for Clint to hit a home run because I don't want to see Brett Gardner in the lineup tomorrow.
And for him to hit 3.
I guess. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Meditate. That was peaceful. Stevie Bat says it's going to be a good game. I'll see you guys at what, 10? You will see us about 10 minutes after the final out. So make sure you turn on post notifications so you do know when we go live directly after the game. Hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully we could come on the post game with a win.
I don't have to go on a rant because I will be honest, if we have another bad showing,
yeah,
something's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna. My last rant, if anyone can remember, was the Gary Sanchez rant.
We will see. But chat, everyone head over to MYR Recaps channel. I'm going to be going live on there with him in like 3 minutes. We're going to be doing 643 DP, so stay tuned for that. I appreciate you all. See you after the game on this channel for the post game. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Peace. Let's go Yankees.